Ladies and gentlemen, let me speak to you today not of limitations, but of the boundless possibilities that lie within you. For too long, we have allowed ourselves to be confined by the walls of doubt, to shrink back into the shadows of fear, to play small when we were meant to stand tall. The secret I share with you now is not a fleeting trick, but a powerful mental key that will open the gates of your potential and set you on a path to greatness. Understand this: the world you see around you is nothing more than a reflection of the thoughts you hold in your mind. Every success you have ever achieved, every moment of triumph, every milestone you have crossed, they all began as a single thought, a fleeting spark in the darkness that you chose to nurture and grow. And so it shall be with every future victory you will claim, for the mind is the workshop of destiny. You must take control of this workshop and refuse to allow even a single negative thought to find shelter within its walls. You have within you a reservoir of power so vast that even the greatest minds of history have only begun to tap its depths. Yet so often, we allow ourselves to be governed by the whispers of doubt, by the timid voices that insist we must remain small, that we must not dare to dream too boldly. But I tell you now, those whispers are the echoes of fear, and fear has no place in the heart of one who is determined to rise. Begin today by seeing yourself not as you have been, but as you wish to be. Close your eyes and envision the life you desire in every vivid detail. See the victories you will win, the heights you will reach, the impact you will leave upon the world. Let this vision consume you, for it will become the compass that guides your every step. Hold it in your mind with such clarity that it becomes more real than the obstacles you face, more powerful than the doubts that seek to chain you. Yet even the clearest vision is powerless without the fuel of faith. Doubt is the poison of progress. It corrodes the will and paralyzes the soul. You must cast it out with every ounce of strength you possess. Cultivate a faith so fierce that no setback can shake it, no criticism can weaken it, no failure can extinguish it. For faith is the lifeblood of achievement. It is the force that will carry you through every storm and into the calm seas of victory. Do not be swayed by the opinions of those who have chosen to remain small. The world will always have its critics, its skeptics, those who mock the dreamers and scoff at the impossible. Pay them no mind. Their voices may be loud, but they are the echoes of their own fear. You were not born to seek their approval. You were born to chart your own course, to write your own story in the grand tapestry of history. As you walk this path of greatness, you will find that challenges are not to be feared, but embraced. Each obstacle you encounter is an opportunity to prove to yourself the strength of your spirit. Every trial contains the seed of a greater triumph, and every failure carries within it the lesson that will forge your future success. Let adversity become your teacher, not your master. Rise from each fall with greater determination, and know that with each step you grow closer to the realization of your vision. So let this be the moment you decide to never play small again. Let this be the day you cast aside the chains of doubt and fear, and step boldly into the greatness that awaits you. Hold fast to the truth that your thoughts shape your destiny, that your faith fuels your journey, and that your vision is the blueprint of your future. Carry this truth with you always, and you will find that there is no limit to what you can achieve. The world will marvel at the heights you reach, for you will have become the master of your mind, the architect of your destiny, and the champion of your own extraordinary life. To identify your true potential is to begin the most important journey you will ever take, a journey inward. Many of us drift through life unaware of the vast power that lies dormant within us, unaware that we are the architects of our own possibilities. Society and circumstance often seek to define the limits of our capabilities, but these limits exist only if we accept them. The truth is, every individual possesses a spark of greatness, a unique set of gifts and strengths that, when recognized and harnessed, can elevate them beyond the confines of the ordinary. Consider for a moment that you are not merely a product of your past or your present circumstances. You are a dynamic, ever-evolving force with the capacity to grow, to learn, and to transform. Within you is an infinite wellspring of creativity, determination, and resilience. Yet so many of us never take the time to truly explore this wellspring. We allow ourselves to be governed by the voices of doubt, the voices that say, "You're not good enough," "You're not ready," or "This is not for you." But these voices are mere illusions, illusions that dissolve in the light of self-awareness. To discover your true potential, you must begin by rejecting the notion that you are defined by what you have already done. Instead, understand that you are defined by what you can become. Your potential is not fixed. It is as limitless as the vision you hold in your mind. Begin to observe yourself as if you were a stranger meeting you for the first time. What passions ignite your soul? What activities make you feel most alive? What challenges, when faced, awaken a deep sense of purpose within you? These are the signposts that point to your true calling. It is not enough, however, to simply recognize your potential. You must also honor it by giving it room to grow. This requires the courage to step outside of your comfort zone, to take risks that might seem daunting, but are essential for your growth. Each time you choose courage over comfort, you expand the boundaries of what you believe is possible. You begin to see that failure is not a sign of weakness, but a necessary part of the journey. Each misstep a lesson, each obstacle a test of your commitment. The power to achieve greatness resides in the decision to believe in yourself when no one else will. It is the decision to nurture your talents, to develop your skills, and to never stop learning. When you identify your true potential and choose to pursue it with unwavering faith, you align yourself with the forces of the universe that support growth and expansion. You become a living testament to the fact that what lies within us is far more powerful than any circumstance or limitation. Do not allow the world to tell you who you are. Listen instead to the quiet voice inside you that whispers of possibilities and dreams. That voice is the key to your highest self, the self that knows no bounds and fears no challenge. As you cultivate this awareness, you will find that you no longer need to play small, for you will have discovered the vast, untapped reservoir of power that has been waiting for you all along. And in that discovery, you will step boldly into a life that is richer, fuller, and far more magnificent than anything you could have imagined. To harness the power of thought is to understand the profound truth that your mind is the source of your reality. Every experience you have, every success you achieve, every obstacle you overcome begins first in your thoughts. Your thoughts shape your perceptions, influence your emotions, and ultimately drive your actions. They are the silent architects of your destiny, crafting the blueprint for the life you will live. Too often, people underestimate this power, dismissing their thoughts as fleeting whispers that pass unnoticed. But the truth is, what you allow to take root in your mind becomes the foundation upon which your entire existence is built. Each day, countless thoughts race through your mind. Some are empowering, filled with hope and possibility, while others are laced with doubt and fear. The key to harnessing the power of thought lies in choosing consciously which thoughts you will allow to shape your reality. It requires you to become the master of your mind rather than its servant. This is not a task for the faint-hearted. It demands vigilance and a deep commitment to self-mastery. You must guard your mind as a gardener tends a precious garden, weeding out the thoughts that do not serve you and nurturing those that will lead you to your highest good. When you begin to direct your thoughts with intention, you tap into a power that can transform your life in ways you never imagined. Positive, constructive thoughts act like magnets, attracting opportunities, resources, and people who will support your growth. They lift you up when challenges arise and give you the courage to persist when the path grows difficult. On the other hand, negative thoughts are like shadows that cloud your vision and sap your strength. They breed inaction, fuel doubt, and keep you trapped in cycles of mediocrity. By learning to choose your thoughts wisely, you reclaim your power and step boldly onto the path of purpose and fulfillment. This is not to say that you must never feel fear or doubt. These emotions are a natural part of the human experience. But to harness the power of thought means to recognize these feelings for what they are, momentary visitors that do not have to dictate your destiny. It means refusing to let the weight of a negative thought pull you down. Instead, you replace it with thoughts of possibility, of strength, of unwavering faith in your ability to overcome. This practice of harnessing thought is not a one-time decision. It is a discipline, a daily ritual of aligning your mind with the vision you hold for your life. Start each day by affirming the truth of your potential and end each day by reflecting on the ways you have moved closer to it. When challenges arise, as they surely will, use the power of thought to remind yourself that you are greater than any obstacle you face. Let your thoughts become your allies in the pursuit of your dreams. You have within you the ability to create a life that surpasses your greatest hopes. But to do so, you must first believe in the power of your own mind. Trust that what you focus on you will attract. Know that your thoughts are not mere words in the wind, but the seeds of your future. As you nurture them with care and intention, you will witness the miraculous unfolding of your highest self. In this way, you will come to see that the greatest power you possess is not in your circumstances, but in the thoughts you choose to embrace. And in this knowledge, you will find the strength to rise above every limitation and claim the life you were meant to live. To visualize your success is to harness one of the greatest powers of the human spirit, the ability to see beyond your current circumstances and shape the future with the force of your imagination. The act of visualization is more than idle daydreaming. It is the conscious creation of a mental picture so vivid, so compelling, that it draws you irresistibly toward its realization. This practice has been the secret behind the achievements of countless individuals who dared to believe in something greater than themselves. When you see your success clearly in your mind, you give life to the dreams that lie within your heart. When you close your eyes and allow your mind to paint the picture of your ideal life, you are giving form to possibility. You are planting the seeds of the future you desire, nurturing them with the light of your focus and the warmth of your belief. Visualization is the bridge between what is and what can be. It lifts you out of the mundane routines of daily existence and reminds you of the boundless potential that awaits you. In these moments, your mind becomes a canvas upon which you can sketch the outlines of your destiny, refining them with each passing day until they become as clear and real as the world around you. This practice requires not only imagination but faith. You must trust in the process and in your ability to bring this vision to life. Doubt may whisper that you are aiming too high, that you are chasing illusions. But you must understand that every great achievement in history began first as a vision in the mind of a dreamer who refused to be swayed by the voices of doubt. By holding your vision of success with unwavering focus, you are sending a message to your subconscious mind and to the universe itself, that this is not merely a wish, but a destination you are determined to reach. Visualization is most powerful when it is infused with emotion. Do not merely see the images of your success. Feel them in every fiber of your being. Feel the pride of accomplishment, the joy of fulfillment, the excitement of stepping into your highest self. Let these emotions surge through you like a current, electrifying your resolve and propelling you forward. The mind does not distinguish between reality and vivid imagination, and by immersing yourself in these feelings, you create a magnetic force that draws your vision closer to you with every heartbeat. Do not limit your visualization to fleeting moments of inspiration. Make it a daily ritual, a sacred practice that aligns your mind with your deepest aspirations. Take time each day to sit in stillness and call forth your vision of success. See it in rich detail, the sights, the sounds, the sensations. Let it become so real to you that you can almost touch it. And as you go about your day, carry this vision with you like a guiding light, a compass that keeps you on course no matter how turbulent the seas of life may become. You will find that as you visualize your success, the world around you begins to shift. Opportunities will appear where there were once only obstacles. The right people will cross your path. The right doors will open. It is not magic. It is the natural consequence of aligning your thoughts, your actions, and your faith with the life you are determined to create. So dare to see your future with clarity and conviction. Let your vision of success become a living part of who you are, woven into the very fabric of your soul. And as you hold this vision in your heart and mind, trust that the universe will conspire in your favor, for it is a law of life that what you see with unwavering faith will one day be yours. In this practice lies the key to unlocking your true potential and stepping boldly into the life you were born to live. To act with unwavering faith is to embrace the most powerful force available to you on the path to your dreams. Faith is not merely wishful thinking or empty hope. It is the deep, unshakable conviction that the vision you hold in your mind will become reality, no matter what challenges arise. It is the certainty that you were born for a purpose, that your aspirations are not random desires, but the whispers of your soul guiding you toward your highest destiny. When you act with unwavering faith, you align your thoughts, your words, and your deeds with this vision, and you become a force of nature that no obstacle can deter. Faith begins as a quiet belief within, a seed of possibility planted in the fertile soil of your mind. But it must be nurtured through deliberate action. Each day, you must choose to feed that seed with thoughts of courage and determination. You must choose to silence the voices of doubt that creep in like shadows and threaten to choke your dreams before they take root. This is no easy task, for the world will often try to convince you that your dreams are too grand, that the path is too steep, that you should be content with a life of safety and smallness. But you must stand firm in the knowledge that your faith is stronger than any doubt, and your dreams are too precious to be sacrificed on the altar of fear. To act with unwavering faith means to persist even when the way forward is unclear. It is to continue moving forward with determination when setbacks threaten to break your resolve. It is the refusal to accept defeat as final, for every stumble and every fall carries within it the lesson that will make you stronger. Faith demands that you see beyond the limitations of the present moment and trust in the unseen forces that are working in your favor. It is the inner knowing that your efforts are never in vain, that each step you take in the direction of your dreams brings you closer to their realization. Faith is not passive, it is dynamic, a living energy that propels you forward. It requires action, for faith without action is like a flame without fuel, destined to flicker and die. When you act with unwavering faith, you commit yourself fully to your vision. You take risks that others shy away from, and you stand tall in the face of adversity. Each step you take in faith is a declaration to the universe that you believe in your power to shape your own destiny. And in this boldness, you will find doors opening where there were once only walls. There will be moments when fear will try to overtake you, when doubt will knock at the door of your mind. In these moments, you must remind yourself that faith is a choice to believe in the goodness of your dreams and the power within you to achieve them. You must speak words of affirmation to your spirit, words that reinforce your belief in yourself and your purpose. Let every thought, every word, every action be infused with the conviction that what you seek is already yours in spirit, waiting only for you to claim it with your deeds. To act with unwavering faith is to stand as a beacon of hope and possibility, not only for yourself but for all who witness your journey. It is to live in alignment with the deepest truth of your being, to refuse to play small when you were born to shine brightly. It is to trust that each challenge you face is merely a stepping stone, each hardship a test of your resolve, and each success a testament to the power of your unwavering belief. As you act with unwavering faith, know that you are never alone. The universe responds to the energy of your conviction, and it will conspire to bring your vision to life. You will find that the path you walk becomes clearer with each step, and the strength within you grows with each challenge you overcome. So hold fast to your faith, let it guide you through the storms and into the calm seas of triumph. In doing so, you will become the living embodiment of your dreams and the master of your destiny. To eliminate the fear of criticism is to unlock the door to a life of true freedom and self-expression. Too many dreams have been left to wither in the shadows. Too many ambitions have been silenced by the harsh words of others. Criticism, whether spoken openly or delivered in quiet judgment, can pierce the heart of even the boldest soul if allowed to take root. Yet, the only power criticism truly has is the power we grant it in our own minds. Once we understand this, we begin to see that the fear of criticism is nothing more than an illusion, a phantom that vanishes the moment we shine the light of our own unwavering self-belief upon it. Understand that no matter what path you choose or how carefully you tread, there will always be those who seek to pull you back into the safety of conformity. They do this not because they are evil, but because they are afraid of what your courage says about their own complacency. When you dare to dream, to stand apart, to reach beyond the boundaries of what others believe is possible, you hold up a mirror that forces them to confront their own doubts and limitations. This is why they criticize, not because your dreams are unworthy, but because your determination reminds them of what they have yet to claim within themselves. The key to eliminating the fear of criticism is to recognize that it can never define you unless you allow it to. Criticism is merely the opinion of another person shaped by their own fears, biases, and limitations. It is not a reflection of your worth, nor a prophecy of your future. When you accept this truth, you free yourself from the need for external validation. You begin to see that your journey is yours alone, and no outside voice has the power to derail you unless you surrender that power willingly. This does not mean you must shut yourself off from all feedback. Indeed, constructive criticism can be a valuable tool for growth, but it must be separated from the toxic weight of baseless judgment. To do this, you must develop a fortress within your mind, a sanctuary of self-trust and confidence that shields you from the arrows of unnecessary negativity. This fortress is built by reminding yourself daily of your worth and your vision, by refusing to let the voices of others drown out the quiet certainty of your own purpose. As you grow in your awareness, you will find that the fear of criticism begins to fade. You will discover that each act of courage in the face of criticism strengthens your resolve. Each step you take, despite the doubters around you, becomes a declaration of your freedom. You will learn to see criticism not as a stumbling block, but as a test of your commitment. It will become a signpost that you are moving in the direction of your dreams. For no one criticizes those who remain hidden and small. Criticism is a mark of visibility, a sign that you are alive and daring greatly. Embrace the truth that the only opinion that truly matters is the one you hold of yourself. Let the noise of the world fall away as you turn inward to the still, unwavering voice that speaks of your potential. This voice, the voice of your spirit, will never lead you astray. It will remind you that your worth is inherent, that your dreams are valid, and that your purpose is too important to be silenced by the fears of others. So step forward boldly, unburdened by the weight of other people's judgments. Stand tall in your conviction, and let your actions speak louder than the voices of doubt. In doing so, you will discover a profound freedom, the freedom to live fully, to create without fear, and to become the person you were always meant to be. This is the triumph that awaits you when you choose to eliminate the fear of criticism and embrace the boundless power of your own inner knowing. To transform challenges into opportunities is to rise above the limitations of your current circumstances and recognize the hidden potential in every obstacle you face. Challenges are the crucible in which character is forged, the testing ground of your resolve, and the gateway to growth that lies just beyond your comfort zone. While many see difficulties as reasons to retreat or abandon their dreams, those who understand the power within themselves see challenges as the very tools by which they sculpt a life of purpose and greatness. When you choose to transform challenges into opportunities, you unlock a strength that no hardship can diminish. Life is a series of peaks and valleys, and it is in the valleys that you discover the depth of your own courage and creativity. Every setback, every disappointment, is an invitation to look beyond the surface and find the lesson that lies beneath. It is an opportunity to test your limits and expand your capacity to endure and overcome. This shift in perspective is not merely a positive attitude. It is a deliberate act of mental alchemy, turning adversity into the fuel that propels you toward your vision. The first step in transforming challenges is to refuse to be defined by them. Your circumstances do not dictate who you are. They merely provide the canvas upon which you paint the story of your resilience. When you encounter difficulty, remind yourself that you have faced challenges before and emerged stronger each time. Let the memory of past victories fortify your spirit and remind you that no obstacle is insurmountable when you meet it with determination and faith. To see challenges as opportunities requires that you develop a mind that is both flexible and resolute. You must be willing to adapt, to find new solutions when old ones falter. You must be willing to ask different questions, to explore new paths, and to remain open to the possibility that the struggle itself is shaping you into the person you need to become. In this way, challenges become not roadblocks but stepping stones, lifting you higher with each step. Each challenge carries within it a gift, an insight, a skill, a deeper understanding of yourself and the world. When you approach difficulty with the intention to learn and grow, you transform it into a teacher. You discover strengths you never knew you had, and you build the resilience that will sustain you through every future trial. In this way, you turn the lead of hardship into the gold of wisdom and experience. Do not wait for the perfect circumstances before you begin to act. There is no such thing as the perfect moment. There is only the moment you choose to claim as your own. When you choose to see every challenge as a doorway to opportunity, you open yourself to possibilities that others cannot see. You begin to move through life with the confidence of one who knows that no matter what comes, you will find a way to rise and thrive. This is not to say that the path will always be easy. There will be moments when the weight of your challenges feels overwhelming, when doubt creeps in and whispers that you are not strong enough. But in these moments, remember that you have a choice: to surrender to fear or to stand in faith. Choose faith. Choose to believe that within you is a wellspring of power that no circumstance can deplete. Choose to act boldly in the face of adversity, and you will find that each challenge becomes a stepping stone, lifting you higher than you ever imagined. So embrace your challenges with open arms. Welcome them as the instruments of your transformation, the sculptors of your greatness. In doing so, you will discover that the obstacles that once seemed insurmountable were, in truth, the very tools that shaped you into the person you were born to be. And in this realization, you will find the courage to meet every challenge with a spirit of unwavering determination, knowing that it is through these trials that you forge a life of purpose, strength, and boundless possibility. As you move forward from this moment, remember that within you lies a wellspring of potential waiting to be claimed. Each thought you nurture, every vision you hold, and each step you take with unwavering faith shapes the reality you will one day live. Refuse to let the voices of doubt and criticism steal your power. Instead, use them as reminders to stay true to your purpose, to stand tall in the face of adversity, and to let your actions speak the truth of who you are and what you are capable of. Challenges will come, as they do for all who strive for greatness, but you have within you the ability to turn them into opportunities for growth and transformation. When you see yourself clearly, act boldly, and hold fast to the vision of your highest self, you will find that the life you create is not one of smallness or limitation, but of endless possibility and fulfillment. Let your journey be a testament to the power of your mind, the courage of your heart, and the unstoppable spirit that propels you forward. In this knowledge, step into your greatness, claim your dreams, and live the life that you were destined to live.